main star is the Swell, who has shown up, giving us great energy. Having a look at C.O'Leary taking on E.Ewing. So, the contrast in approaches, obviously the opposing stance as well will be key. C.O'Leary.
It's interesting to see how the start of this heat is, and Connor's not even messing with it. He's just letting Ethan have the inside, and here he goes.
Ewing from up the point, and he'll open up. You just see the extra squirt that he gets out of those carving turns. And once again, wetting the rail. Abbreviated snap, and then a hit into the lip, just vaporizes it. Spray going in all sorts of directions. Bit of variety. He just drives that rail line in, almost loses it, but the recovery is pretty smooth, and he'll flow through to an inside. Gathering all of that energy and flow down the line and looking for a section that isn't really there. Actually just a little head dip and a kick out from him.
Had that final finishing turn, and E.Ewing just always clean, but he had a couple bobbles as well on this wave.
But how gorgeous is Ethan's style? I mean, it is just so beautiful. The way he draws through these cars, it's so silky smooth. Had a bit of a fumble there, like you mentioned, Kai's kind of redirected to get up and vertical in that section there. Just so clean, his lines, just the way he brings
just got a little weird right here.
Beauty to his surf there. Fumbled a little bit, just disengaged, then came back and brought it back to the pocket. Got a bit down the line and through the end of this wave, but just the way he started it off, I mean, just really beautiful surfing. He's got such a graceful style, Ethan, and he brings his own unique surfing to the tour, and this is why I love watching him surf. I mean, just look how hard that rail is buried. Complete fin out of the water there, Kipes.
Fast maneuvers out the back. Meanwhile, here goes O'Leary, and he'll stand up and he'll go straight into a highline. Doesn't even drop down the wave for the initial section. And then he'll get a bowl here, and he'll hang at the bottom of the wave and just kick up spray off his heels. And again, putting a little bit more into that turn. Now look to go into the lip, and he'll do that well, and he'll hang up and he'll hang on, which adds drama to it as well. And able to go straight up vertical with that big frame. O'Leary again tagging it super hard. He's got an amazing ability to recover from those turns. There wasn't really room for another maneuver, so he'll just lose grip as he recovers, but he did get that turn done, and he belted it a couple of times pretty hard down the end of the wave, dealing with the energy. We'll get another look at this opening ride from C.O'Leary.
Connor, he's not scared of a right-hand point break, lives at Lennox Head now, is really used to just going upside down on his back end. Just quite what he did on that second turn, really drove through these carves, pushed harder through that one, and Connor, he's just been unleashing, not holding back at all. Little fumble there, but he went really vertical on the turn. I love everything he's bringing. He's one of my favorite goofy footers in the world. Just how strong he is, how powerful he is, and how he unleashes right in these big pockets, but fumbling at the end there.
Yeah, you talked about it, Paul, how he just stayed at the top, right? He just paced through here. A little bit of differentiation on the backhand. Able to go pretty vert, heading the way there. came through that after a little fumble. But I think just got a little off pace towards the end here.
Ethan very much not tempted. Connor will say, all right then, I'll go this. Here goes O'Leary. First turn, he'll go up, and he'll get that drift, releasing the tail in a way that's a little more pockety at this stage. So it offers him a steep section, then a softer wall, so he can actually push quite hard to open up, and then just being patient, wait for this thing to show its teeth. Getting involved with another hit on the backhand, so doing really well here. Great rhythm to this, and as he recovers from the bottom turn, another section will stretch out, and he'll match it for speed, hammering it with another hanger as well on the end, and a little giggle from O'Leary at Connor.
Yeah, loved this wave. I mean, I mentioned it before, went vertical, drifted fins too, and I thought, oh no, he's going to lose it. Re-engage, you could see a quick foot adjustment on this wave, and then came through this inside, just paced it really beautifully, waiting for it to stand up and really hit this bowly section through here. And this is where, I mean, he really went to town. He just unleashed vertical hit after vertical hit all the way through. just stunning approach as well. Just his read, his management of speed, how high up he was going with that wind as well. That would have been brushing up the face and making a little bit of chatter on his board. Just negotiated it beautifully. That
was a nice opening turn, but you got to admit, the beginning of this wave, pretty ugly. And he stuck with it. He cleaned up at the end. And these turns right here at the start were in some difficult, kind of ribbed out, bouncy section at the beginning. But still, he manages it nicely. I like the fact that...
In terms of his mind, we've seen him be patient for extended periods in heats as well. Well, scratch that. He'll go here. An opportunity comes straight to him. And he'll swing all the way around for a figure 8 wrap. Pocket will stretch out, and he'll push hard. And it will get away from him.
Falls have been his nemesis in important heats, and this right here, just unforced error, going strong at it, but just pearls.
I am shocked. I did not see that coming. I mean, Ethan, he's usually really reliable, especially on that turn. Shove that momentum forward in those big, hard sections there. So great surfing there from Connor. Look forward to seeing where that one goes. And Ethan, he wants a piece of it too. Just really, wow, whipping through the back of that turn. He almost accelerated more at the end here, trying to find his pace on this wave. We know how remarkable he is when he starts to really light up this wave. Taking his time through the inside. He's already got a lot of damage done out the back. Here, just really drives hard, pushes hard off that back foot all the way back to the foam, and great finishing turn. I mean, slightly smaller wave in comparison to Connor's, but just textbook beautiful surfing. Not a bump in the road on this wave for Ethan.
See that little extra punch where we look at that at slow motion, how he swung his body around and just gave that tail a little extra kick? That's just trademark E.Ewing surfing. And then changes around with this kind of more of a layback. And again, gets a little drift on the fin, stalled basically. And then the projection he gets out of the bottom turn is just beautiful. Talk about body mechanics, biomechanics, whatever you want to say with E.Ewing. He's just so on point, so centered and so clean. No real wasted energy in his body positioning.
Eyes with an animal like that, it's wild.
Let's check out Conor O'Leary here in live action on the backhand, and he'll highline over a section, and he'll swoop low and load up, and then going high and chucking loads of spray using that big solid frame, one of the most powerful surfers on tour. And he'll look to try and unload on an inside section, doing nice work joining up the dots, and then a hit at speed with control, and crucially a finish as well. The squad enjoyed that.
Okay, thinking back to the 7 and what the damage he did on that, and that was a smaller size wave. Let's see it on a bigger wave, and he just unleashed, performed on a solid wave from start to finish. I mean, Kipes, this was just beautifully surfed.
Yeah, Connor, you know, you can see why this is his 3rd time in the quarterfinals at J-Bay, so you see what this is one of his pet events. He's patient, but then also really highlights, like I talked about, that compression and extension that he gets on his turns. Just a stinger for the finish. That should do better than the 7-point ride that he has in his scoreline. Watch this in slow motion. You can really see the rotation and how he just stings that, puts the hand on the nose as kind of like a pendulum effect to swing around.
On this absolutely beautiful day of waves at Jeffreys Bay, O'Leary will try and go here, and he deals with a load of offshore up in the face, and then he'll hammer a first turn and completely bury the surfboard. I don't know how he recovered from that. Just power, really. Just leg strength and technique. And again, hammering a turn. O'Leary absolutely clobbered that section. Look at this. It will stretch out now. And he'll go once again. Just whip up. Can he get back up for a strong hit here? He absolutely can. And he ain't done yet. O'Leary will keep driving down the line on a wave that's offering him multiple opportunities. He's just playing whack-a-mole right now.
There's another chance to see what Connor did. 8-3-1's the number. He's got to go excellent. That first turn, Paul, like you said, he just powered out of that, poking the nose all the way down, and then I think he just fired off. I think these are all high risk, high energy backhand hangers. I mean, a little bit of a carve there, but when he gets to this inside section and we switch cameras over to impossibles, he really goes to work here.
Yeah, just starts really laying the rail. You can see this wind is not affecting him at all. Vertical in the pocket there. Lactic acid built up. He's holding his legs at the end of that wave. And that's the beauty of a point break. You just go tee for tee, turn for turn. And it hurts at the end of it because the wave goes so long. But big vertical turns in the most critical parts of the wave.
Meanwhile, hang on.
Wow.
E.Ewing just tearing across a section. That rail just slicing water, double up. And he'll try and get over the ledge and into this next bowl. He's patient, he's cash, he's prodding, and then he'll go up, and then he'll go down. So that'll be it for surfing, and this will count down. That exchange, you'd feel, definitely went the way of Conor O'Leary. 8-3-1 the requirement.
When the judge is someone to think about.
Having a look at Ethan's wave.
Yeah, really just graceful lines here. And there was a bit of downtime, but way he held that, drew out that line, came all the way back to the source. I mean, his traditional surfing is just gorgeous. And then once he started hopping through this inside, I was thinking, are we going to get a barrel? What's going to come? This is when you get on the edge of your seat. And he starts to build speed, come down the line here, goes for one big turn. Feet completely leave the board there. And a bit of an awkward fall there for Ethan. So he's got to hope that...
Well deserved for Conor O'Leary, Paul.
Conor O'Leary will get the win over E.Ewing, and he'll go to semi-finals to face Felipe Toledo in absolutely pumping J-Bay. That'll sting for Ethan.